Hello and welcome to TMR Talks. In today's TMR Talk, I will explain the detailed analysis of Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences Limited. So, Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences Limited is a multi-speciality hospital chain based in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and this company is planning to go for an IPO. Here is the last 2 decades of journey of this company, right from starting one hospital in the year 2002 to a total of 9 till date. And as you can see in this chart, most of the hospitals, for that the land is owned by the company, because according to them, taking a place on rent is a very costly affair. Secondly, when it comes to lease, there is some risk involved there as well because of the non-renewal of the lease. So in the year 2015, the company ceased the operations at one of the facility at Vijayawada because the lessor did not agree to renew their lease agreement. Now in the future, as this company will expand and as they will acquire more and more hospitals organically or inorganically, that might impact their margins if they mainly target to own the land. The bed capacity of the hospital currently stands at 3064 and the occupancy rate is 79%, which is reduced a little bit because of the COVID. Now before analyzing the next two charts, let me tell you what does inpatient and outpatient volume mean. Generally speaking, inpatient care, it requires you to stay in the hospital. So the hospital will ask you to get admitted. And for outpatient care, it does not require you to be in the hospital. So it's like a normal visit that we make to the hospital or the clinic, where we go after consultation, we come back. So the major difference is that in inpatient, you are required to stay. In outpatient, you are not admitted. You just come back home. Now the company has experienced degrowth in both of these segments because of COVID. So earlier, if you remember, when the lockdown had just started and there were cases of COVID coming in, there was a lot of reluctance or unwillingness in people to go and seek healthcare treatments. So a lot of us were having consultations over call with our family doctors, etc. So that has mainly impacted this inpatient outpatient volume. Plus the medical tourism has also slowed down, and that is also one of the reasons. Moving ahead, the company has two strategies in place for their expansion. One of them is expanding in the existing markets only. So they are planning to add 500 beds in the current hospitals in the next 36 to 40 months approximately. Additionally, they have planned to have these facilities such as organ transplant and oncology, mother and child care in all their hospitals. The next strategy is to expand in the neighboring states, limited to southern and central India only. The revenue of the company comes from diversified sources, and the hospital aims to provide everything under one roof. So this is one of the positive pointers for the company. Coming to the next important question about how much does the company earn. The company has seen a jump of around 18% in the revenue from FY20 to 21. And this is mainly because in the last 6 months, they have added few new specialties such as heart, lung and liver transplant programs have been started, and a lot of post-COVID patients have been coming there for the treatment. The management has specifically mentioned that this revenue is going to remain stable for the next 2 to 3 years at least, because a lot of these surgeries, we will see the surgeries happening since COVID is going to stay with us for the next couple of years. The EBITDA margins and the PAT margins, ROCE and ROE, are at a good level, as you can see in the chart. Plus the debt level of the company will reduce by approximately 150 crores, since they will be using the amount which is raised through fresh issue for reducing their debt. The EPS and PE is at this level. PE is at 32 post IPO PE, and price to book value comes at 6.21 post IPO. So let us quickly have a look at how the peers are doing. As you can see that except Apollo Hospital, all the other hospitals are having a negative EPS. So this is mainly because of COVID. Plus Krishna Hospital's revenue was not impacted because in the states that they have been operating in, private hospitals were having a regular operation going on, and many of them did not have a COVID care center. So people were not really reluctant to go ahead with their surgeries, whereas other hospitals are spread across huge geographical areas, and hence the COVID has actually impacted their financials. Coming to few offer details, the company is planning to raise 2,143 crores, and it's a mix of fresh issue and offer for sale. The issue price is 850 to 825, and there is an employee discount of 40 rupees. These are the selling shareholders of the company, and the shareholding pattern post issue is going to change, and 38% will remain with the promoter group and 61% with the public. Now your one more pointer is around 20% of their doctors are having equity participation in the company. So they are working for the company, they are doctors there as well as investors in the same organization, and they are with the company since the inception, since the start, which is a positive factor. The objective of offer is to make the payment of their debt, like I had already mentioned when we were talking about debt to equity ratio. Talking about the conclusion, the company has a 2-decade-long operation and they had a positive EBITDA in all these years. Plus, it is the largest corporate healthcare groups in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana in terms of number of patients treated and treatments offered. Plus, they have been able to build a good brand name over there in southern area, southern India, and that's where they are mainly planning to expand their operations in southern as well as central India. Currently, their financial parameters are also doing good, and compared to the peers also they have had good numbers as we saw, and the expansion plan is already in place. Additionally, the doctors are also having equity participation. So according to us, you can go ahead with this IPO, you can apply for it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to the Money Roller. We keep coming up with videos related to financial analysis, plus IPO analysis, economic analysis, and recently we have launched a full-fledged course on technical analysis. You can check that out. There is a new playlist of that entire course on the Money Roller. Thank you so much.